Welcome to Chapter 3, Designing and Implementing Nudges. Now that you've explored what nudging is and what the toolkit includes, this chapter will walk you through the practical steps of putting nudging into action in your institution. Let's begin with a simple example you may have seen in the real world. You're approaching an escalator and a staircase. On the steps, someone has added motivational phrases like, "Take the first step," "You've got this," or "Feel the burn." Without forcing anyone, this nudge encourages people to choose the stairs by making the experience visible, positive, and emotionally engaging. This is the essence of nudging, shaping environments so that the better choice feels easier, more motivating, or more rewarding. So how do you apply this in a university setting? You don't need to use every tool in the nudging toolkit. In fact, starting small is usually more effective. The best nudges target specific behavior that matters to your digital transformation goals. For example, are educators slow to adopt a new tool or platform? Are they uploading content consistently? Is there low participation in digital CPD sessions? Choose one behavior that, if improved, it would make a clear difference. Then browse the toolkit to find a nudge that addresses that issue, whether it's through feedback, visibility, timing, or social motivation. Once you've chosen a nudge, it's time to customize it for your context. The nudging toolkit includes customization guidance for each nudge, with suggestions on adapting the language and tone to fit your institution's culture, aligning with existing systems, tools, or communication channels, adjusting the timing or delivery method, for example, an email nudge before a term starts versus a prompt inside your LMS. One key tip is to involve your staff in the adaptation process. A quick consultation, focus group, or informal conversation can help ensure the nudge is relevant, welcomed, and context-aware. The next step then comes implementation. This doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, many nudges work best when integrated into existing processes. For example, adding a prompt to existing staff newsletters, including a digital engagement tip during course onboarding, using a dashboard or progress tracker that already exists. The idea is to build on what's already there, rather than adding new layers of admin or tech. You can also prototype the nudge in a single department or team first, then scale it up once you see what works. Let's take an example. Say you want to increase the use of accessibility features in your LMS. You could use the automated accessibility prompt from the toolkit. You could customize it to reflect your platform's upload workflow. You could position it as part of your inclusion strategy, or you could pilot it for one semester with opt-in feedback. If the results are positive, such as more staff adding alt text or tagging PDFs, you've got a strong case for expanding the nudge more widely. But what about monitoring a success? You don't need complex analytics to know if a nudge is working. You can ask yourself, did the targeted behavior increase? Did staff find the prompt helpful or motivating? Are people talking about it, even informally? Small signs of change matter. You can always refine and improve the nudge over time. More importantly, keep nudging visible and positive. Celebrate progress, share examples, create moments where staff feel part of a digital culture that values learning, effort, and inclusion, not just compliance. As always, it's important to make sure your nudges align with your institutional values and that they're transparent and respectful. That's why ethical guidelines are built into the toolkit, and we'll explore that more in the next chapter. See you there.